Today's question, very simple, 5 words. Do women care about muscles? That is 5, yes? Okay, cool. So do women care about muscles? The answer, yes, they do. However, women do care about muscles in different ways, and they do have different preferences. In general, women want men to be athletic. And this is an honest signal from evolution, right? A man who had some muscle could survive a lot better than some weak-ass weakling in the evolutionary environment. And yes, I know weak-ass weakling is a very technical term. Muscles helped with survival. Muscles helped with athleticism. Muscles helped with killing animals and potentially killing humans when humans fought humans, right? It did make a difference. Also, they helped with carrying big, heavy things, which were also useful things to do, both for surviving in the evolutionary environment and then for working on farms and fields for centuries or millennia or whatever afterwards. So yes, muscles are helpful. Now, there is a limit, right? That does not mean that every woman will go for the guy who's on steroids instead of the guy who's not. It also doesn't mean that women's preference for muscles goes as far as bodybuilder or steroid or something like that. However, most women, there are exceptions to every rule, but most women do want a man with some muscle and some athleticism. And yes, that is an evolutionary thing. Yes, that is an honest signal. Right? And even to an extent, having big muscles is an honest signal because it does show that you had the leisure time and the discipline to get there. So yeah, muscles are helpful and yeah, muscles do matter. However, muscles are not the only thing that matters. So all these people that say it's all looks, no, it's not. I have seen plenty of muscular fit guys struggle with women. I've seen plenty of guys that don't have much muscle at all succeed with women. Think of it this way. There's sort of like maybe 20 different buckets that are your assets. It's almost like the video game character that has like, you have this much speed and this much agility and this much intelligence and this much strategy. You're filling up those buckets. And yes, that's a nerdy reference, but deal with it. And muscles is one of those buckets. But you could have an incredibly powerful video game character that has a very low muscle bucket because they're overpowered in other areas. And that's kind of how it works. Muscles are one thing that does help. However, it's one of 50 different things that helps, and people are way more obsessed with it than they should be. So do muscles matter? Yes. Do muscles matter as much as muscle magazines will tell you? No. Do muscles matter as much as the mainstream media will tell you? No. Do muscles matter as much as people who say it's all looks, money, status, and who make that their excuse to not do game? No. But they do matter a little bit. If I were to give you an idea of the bell curve, like whether muscles are making you more attractive, or as you get more muscle, are you becoming more attractive? It'd look like a normal bell curve. It'd have a really long area at the top that it's like this range of musculature is just fine. Most women find it attractive. And it goes from fairly muscular and fairly lean to pretty damn jacked and a little bit chubby. And then it drops off. And that's how it is. And again, it's different for every girl. There are some girls that have a muscle fetish. Yes, it exists. There are also probably some girls that have a really skinny guy fetish. Deal with it. I'm talking in general. Yes, muscles matter, but they're one of many things that matter. They're not the only thing that matters, so stop being so fucking obsessed with them. But they do matter. Now, one point I do want to make, since I have admitted, if you will, that muscles and fitness and physique do matter. A question I get along those lines a lot is, well, should I get in shape and then work on game? Or should I work on game first, even though I'm fat and out of shape, or skinny and out of shape, or whatever? And the answer is absolutely start both at the same time. Don't wait to be fit in order to work on game. I have seen so many guys get obsessed with the gym and getting fit and whatever, and they spend years and years and years getting to like their peak fitness, and they think girls are just going to come to them, and it doesn't happen. Even if you are extremely fit, you still have to usually do something. He either stands in the corner all night all by himself, or he is baiting himself with muscles, gets a few bites from some unattractive girls throughout the night or something like that. Meanwhile, the guy who will go approach and start conversations and get into good situations will get far more results. Also, I cannot tell you how many times I have been in a situation where I'm talking to a girl, some really muscular or really good looking or whatever guy is talking to the girl, and the longer we talk, the more she likes me because I have actual social skills and actual game. But the point is, don't wait to get fit or don't wait to get to optimal fitness before learning game. You can do both at the same time. And by all means, you should be improving in all ways at all times. You should be working on your fitness all the time. Why not? You should work on your finances all the time. Why not? You should work on your game all the time. Why not? But definitely do not be that guy that's like, I have to get rich and buff and then I'll do game, because you will be massively disappointed that you spent years and years getting rich and buff, and it made only a tiny little change in your game, and then you learn game, and it exploded, and you're like, why didn't I do this 10 years ago? Please, please, please Don't be the person, just because I've told you, yes, muscles matter, just because I admitted it, don't think that gives you an excuse. Don't think that lets you off the hook to not get this part of your life handled. Most of the reason why guys get fit, part of it is to live for a long time, but let's be honest, most of the reason guys get fit, and especially the reason guys get muscles, because that's not about longevity, is not to live forever, it's to get girls. If you're getting muscles to get girls, you're putting in so many hours into that. Put a few hours into game. It will exponentially change your results, please. Thank you. So that's it. Muscles matter. Game matters more. It's one of many factors. Yes, work on it. Work on everything. But damn it, don't obsess over it. It's only a small piece of the puzzle.